My gosh, man. My gosh. My gosh. Welcome back, everybody, to Rank Talks Bowl for a new watch along here at the FIFA World Cup 2026. Argentina against Austria is already underway. To think I wanted to go live like 20 minutes ago, and my PC was being really slow. It wasn't loading like anything. Then my OBS crashed. I tried to troubleshoot it. I was able to troubleshoot it. I went live and it crashed again. And so I had to reset my computer, and now we're here. Oh my days. I hate technology sometimes. Like, I hate technology with a passion. Not really a delay, just, well, yeah, a delay, but a bit of an unintentional delay, as Argentina are already on the attack. That's a nice ball from Enzo Fernandez, and that's a save by Schlager already after a shot from Thiago Almada, which is going to lead to a corner. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the PC was breaking it, Brandon. I have no idea what was going on. Like, my days. My PC didn't want to go live. Yeah, always works until you need it. Exactly. I mean, it didn't help that I was in college up until like an hour ago. So I arrived home like, I don't know, like 40 or 30 minutes ago. I managed to eat something, and then I was like, okay, I turned my computer on and I go live. Easy. And no, my computer just decided to not cooperate like whatsoever. Yeah, it freaking crashed. It crashed my OBS. It crashed my OBS after I started the stream, and after I reset it, now we're here. It still isn't working perfectly, but I think that the stream is going smoothly now, at least. Let me know if at some point like it lags or something. I mean, there's little I can do at this point, but like if it's going bad on your end, I apologize for that. But thank you to everybody who's joined the stream. I saw Osman Wadi and Vladislav talking before I went live, and while my OBS wasn't opening. Brandon, obviously, thank you for joining. Matt, Titanes, Albert, Patrick, Mr. Krabs, thank you so much for joining the stream once again. As Argentina once again in the offense. That's a nice through ball for Lautaro Martinez. Isn't that a penalty? Is that a pen? Isn't that a pen on Lautaro? Messi tries to get the ball back, gets dispossessed. And I think that it's gonna be a VAR checking that one out after this ball goes out of play. For now, Argentina recover it and keep it in possession once again. Thank you, Albert, for staying with me despite, not really... Oh yeah, they're gonna check it. Not watching the match. Yeah, Elo Room got Messi's kid and he got the Aurora. Let's see this one again. That looks like a pen. Neither of them really gets to the ball. Both Posh and Xavier try to strip the ball away from Lautaro by making both combined slide tackle like this was blue lock. Neither of them gets to the ball. I feel like that should be a pen. We're getting Argentina once again. Infantino, ring, Infantino. You saw Iran in LA? What was it like? Iran, they played Belgium, right? 0-0. Hold on. Like, do they get to the ball? I feel like they don't get to the ball. No, they clash with Lautaro before they were touching the ball. No, that is 100% a pen. If USA won the bid in 2022, would have you gone? I don't think so, because I only visited like my relatives from over there like in 2024, but maybe, I don't know. No, most likely not, actually. No, most likely not. The rest of this World Cup have been drunk. I mean, this one was probably difficult to spot. Like, unless you see it in slow motion, it's hard to see that neither Xavier or the other guy, I already forgot his name, didn't get to the ball. But that looks like a clear pen to me. Another mid-nation keeper turning into prime Yashin. Not even mid-nation, like Cape Verde and Curacao are making their World Cup debut. And yeah, and they went crazy once again. Not even VAR checks, yeah. Adam, thank you so much for joining. Thanks to James and J-Dog. Thank you so much to everybody. I agree, Vladislav. That has to be a pen. They're gonna, yeah, he's gonna check it. He's gonna check it. He's going to the monitor. I did watch Uruguay against Cape Verde. Yeah, Spain are heavy favorites in this game. Like Uruguay is in the mud. I was gonna say like Uruguay in the second half against both Saudi Arabia and Cape Verde looked a lot better. And then they made that stupid mistake, both Oliveira and Muslera combining to make that mistake that allowed Cape Verde the equalizer. Uruguay was actually showing good signs for once, and they just had to break it. Number 4 shouldn't be penalized. That is Xavier, yeah. But I feel like number 5, Posh, is the one that clashes with Lautaro first. Let's see. After review. Penalty. Es un penal para Argentina. Infantino, ring ring. Infantino. Yeah, Messi has the chance to surpass the record right away from the get-go, 7 minutes in, even though this play was like 4 or 3 minutes ago. They got the ball too late. They clashed. They both. I don't know how they both missed the ball and clashed with Lautaro before even touching the ball. I saw the Turkey Paraguay game. Yeah, it was insane that too. Like how Turkey weren't able to score. All right, lock in chat. I'm not gonna look at the chat actually, just in case. You know already that there are no spoilers in this stream, but either way, I'm not looking at the chat. Messi up against Schlager to put Argentina in front and to get number 17 on his personal tally. Schlager he's him. He says he's him. Is he him? Chat, do you think he's him? 8 minutes in. Argentina against Austria. Messi steps up against Schlager. Messi! He's missed it. He straight up missed it. He straight up missed it. Oh, he straight up missed it. Schlager dived the right way. And Messi tried to square it as much as possible to the crossing it to the right post. Messi always takes them soft though. Like I haven't seen Messi take a powerful penalty since maybe well, against France in the final he took it with power, and then in the shootout he took it soft. Wow. Go top bins. I mean, Messi tried to secure it to the lower corner. Yeah, straight up missed the target. That's crazy. That's crazy. Not even on target. I mean, yeah, at least the Iceland one was on. Yeah, it's just a mispen. Like it's not much to worry about. It's just about making our opportunities count now. Going in front that early would have been really nice, can't lie. Well, I didn't get to do any preview, but I don't expect this to be an easy game. So like missing chances like that shouldn't really be a thing to be happy about. But yeah. Messi tried to keep it simple, and yeah. Yeah, Ragnick is still in charge of Austria. Gegenpressing machine. Do you think Argentina will avoid a similar game to Ecuador? Will avoid a game similar to Ecuador one in the Copa 2 years ago? I mean, first of all, that was a knockout game. And I mean, for that, first we would have to go in front, so we'll have to see. Albert has to be probably the only person that rates Arnautovic. Austria should give a good game, yeah. This is a good test for Argentina before the knockouts. Yeah, Messi wasting an opportunity. Should have let Lautaro take the penalty? No, no way. No way. Good thing I didn't put Messi in my fantasy. Oh, gosh. Yeah, Ragnick is on his feet now, trying to organize the team. He did miss Titanes against Poland. Well, it was saved by Chesney, but yeah. Okay, free kick for Austria. Near the halfway line. Alaba to step up. Arnautovic is like modern day Ronaldo without the aura. That's very valid. Yeah, scored 2 in the final. Danso heads it in, headed away by the Argentinian defense. The ball gets back to Danso, marked by Molina. Montiel, not Montiel. De Paul tries to help. Montiel is not playing. It's Molina now on right back. It's basically the same formation, but with Molina instead of Montiel. Yeah, Willow, not a good look. Thank you for joining, by the way. Hey man, Titanes, don't rule out Ronaldo staying to play a World Cup at home. Don't rule that out just yet. You would expect that, Adam, but football is not as straightforward as that sometimes. Who would Argentina face in the round of 32 if they run? Thank you so much, Decolites, for joining. It will be the second place of Group H, which right now, I'm pretty sure it's actually Cape Verde, them or Uruguay. It's going to depend on how that last group stage match day turns out. If Cape Verde beats Saudi Arabia or get a draw, and Spain beats Uruguay, we will be facing Cape Verde in the round of 32. If Uruguay wins, that's interesting because Uruguay would actually go ahead of Spain, and that would make things really wonky. I envisioned him being in the MCU or something that he wants to an actor post-retirement. Albert, you have to go to Miami to that Colombia-Portugal game. I know those tickets are gonna be expensive AF though. Free kick on the edge of the box for Austria. To the side, so it's most likely gonna be across. Both Savitzer and the number 24 lining up. Savitzer could go for goal there or try to put in a cross closer to the small box where most of the Austrian players are lining up. This could be a good chance for Austria. Savitzer tries to put it low and gets cleared by Medina. And Argentina are playing it out of the back. Messi loses possession though. Danso dribbles past McAllister. Argentina clear it away. The ball gets back to Messi. Messi has to find a teammate. Doesn't. He missed the preseason in Bangkok. RIP. RIP. Alaba dispossessed by Molina, and it's going to be a throwing for Austria. Yeah, Miami going to be super expensive. Yeah, Araujo from Barcelona is from Uruguay, but he's not even playing these games. Not even playing right now. Argentina versus Cabo Verde would be interesting. Yeah, I mean, Uruguay versus Argentina, I feel like it would be more interesting, but it would be nice to see what Cabo Verde can do against us. But first we have to win this game to basically secure first place in the group. As long as Jordan doesn't beat both Austria and ourselves, a win here will guarantee first place. The other Araujo is better. Yeah, Maxi Araujo has been cooking. Yeah, Messi just tried to square it a bit too much. It goes wide. Yeah, rivals across the pond. What are we saying? If CONMEBOL are nearly eliminated by the round of 32, it's just an Argentina courage job once again, like at the last World Cup. We were one before by the semifinals, and we won it. Oh, that's a good ball for Savitzer. Savitzer inside the box, puts in a cross for nobody. But Austria keep possession. Tried to go long for Leimer. Leimer keeps it in play. Nope. It's a goal kick, says the ref. Yeah, the Uruguay 4 stars. What I like to say is Uruguay have 4 World Championships but have 2 World Cups. That's my way of explaining it. Yeah, I believe this is the biggest stadium at the World Cup, but it had its capacity reduced. So the biggest is actually still MetLife. Brazil should have a 6-star then. I hear Uzbekistan is the color of Asia. Well, I don't think being the color of anything is a good sign right now, seeing how they drew to Curacao. Uruguay national anthem is pretty hype, but you should go to an Argentina game if it's ever possible. Has kind of a similar vibe with the ending. It's Dallas AT&T. Uzbekistan still gave Colombia a good game. They did. It was a close game, Uzbekistan-Colombia, yeah. Lucho Diaz making the difference. Austria are having most of the possession right now. Argentina, after the penalty miss, have not looked like in the first 5 minutes. How possible is Argentina versus Spain? Well, it depends on the outcome of this game and the final match day. To play against, I mean, if Argentina top. Oh, that's a good ball. Messi tries to dribble pass, saved by Schlager. Oh, my days. Oh, that was an amazing play. Great combination from Thiago Almada, and then Messi through. Gets past the defender, faces Schlager, and his shot bounces off the keeper's thigh. Wow. It was a bit uncomfortable for Messi because after the dribble, the ball was bouncing up. And so he tried to finish it quick with his right foot, which we know is his weak foot. And he wasn't able to square it enough to beat the keeper. Damn. Hello, Eddie. Thank you so much for joining. Happy birthday, by the way. Everybody say happy birthday to AD. Let's see this one again. Oof. Messi getting past Leimer. And yeah, then he tries to shoot it with his right. De Paul now. Over to Molina. Argentina back in possession in the final third. McAllister. Back to Lisandro. What a great control from Lisandro. The pass for Almada wasn't that good though. Nice, Alexis fighting for the ball. De Paul asking for a handball, not given. Here comes Savitzer getting past Molina. De Paul fights for it. Lautaro pressing as well. That's a foul from Lautaro. Yep, foul from Lautaro. Can you ask Argentina to give AD a birthday goal? I hope so. I could try. AD, you actually share a birthday on the same day that it's Footballers' Day here in Argentina. Yes, today, the same day that the Argentina national team are playing, is Footballer Day in Argentina in honor of the 22nd of June 1986 when Argentina beat England 2-1 in the World Cup's quarterfinals of Mexico 1986, and Maradona scored two of the most famous goals in this sport's history, the hand of God and the goal of the century. So yeah, today is the 40-year anniversary of Argentina-England 1986. Today is the 40-year anniversary of the hand of God and the goal of the century. I mean, it's not like a holiday or anything, but yeah, it's Footballer Day. How do you think Portugal will do against Uzbekistan and Colombia? Well, I had Portugal topping the group. I thought they may drop points to somebody. I think they should do better against Uzbekistan. They definitely have the personnel to do so. Against Colombia, it's going to be a close game. I still rate Portugal's chances in that game. But Colombia could be trouble if they're on their day. I think that Colombia on their day could beat a lot of nations at this tournament. It's just that they are such a hot and cold team that you don't know what you're going to get with Colombia. Cross inside the box. That's a really good cross. Cleared away by Romero. We were lucky that the number 24 was not able to head the ball properly at the goal. And then the rebound lands on Savitzer. He fires his shot. First touch. Cleared away by Romero to a corner. I need to get my names properly here on FootMob. Vanner is the number 24 for Austria, who I've been naming a few times without naming. Cross into the box, cleared away. Messi gets the ball back. Molina back to Messi. Molina is not going to get to that ball, and that's going to be a throw-in for Austria. Like I was talking about, Argentina, same 4-4-2 formation. Otto Owari, it's not my birthday, it's AD's birthday. And it's Footballer Day. It's not my birthday. My birthday is October 6th, by the way. Okay, hydration break. So yeah, Argentina with the same lineup, except for Molina replacing Montiel, while Austria setting up in a 4-2-3-1, at least that's what FootMob says, with Schlager in goal, Posch, Danso, Alaba, and Leimer in the back four, Seewald and the other Schlager, Xaver Schlager from Leipzig. The other one's Alexander Schlager from Salzburg, so they are both like Red Bull, part of the Red Bull franchise. And then Vanner in that kind of number 10 role, with Schmid and Savitzer on the wings, and Gregoris as the number 9. Rank you as an Argentinian, how do you feel about the Julian Alvarez situation with Atletico Madrid and Barcelona trying to get him? I don't really have an opinion. I mean, I think he's a striker that is too good for Atleti, especially with how Simeone has treated him at times. I think he would flourish really well at a club like Barcelona. But honestly, I don't really have like a strong opinion on where he should go, and I hope that the situation gets resolved as soon as possible, so we don't have to worry about that as much, hopefully. Yeah, hydration break when the roof is closed. But we also saw a hydration break during Ghana Panama when it was pouring rain. So like not much there, you know. It's clear what the hydration break is actually for. They're trying to sell. They're trying to get their money. Is Scaloni leaving this World Cup? And if he does, who takes over? I have no idea, and I have no idea. Let Alvarez go to Barca. While we're on the hydration break, I want to remind everybody to leave a like on the stream, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Trying to get to 2,000 subscribers during this World Cup. We need Simeone ball for Argentina. We definitely do not. I do not want to be Cholo be the manager of the national team. Yeah, Mats, that's the kind of hydration break we needed. Yeah, I am a commentator, even though I'm not really commentating this game. Like, I'm not making play-by-play. I'm just vibing with you guys as well. I always care about knowing. Like, I get very anxious if I don't know the names of the players that are on the pitch. Like, I feel like I cannot properly explain what is going on. It's not because Simeone is from River. Like, I just don't like his style of coaching. And I don't think it would suit the Argentinian national team like at all. Would you bring Pep to Argentina? Maybe, but I don't know if he would get like the idea. I like Pep is a fantastic manager, and I think he would resemble what Argentina wants to do a bit closer. But I personally think that having an Argentinian manager gives you a lot of benefits in terms of dealing with the media, dealing with the fans, with the expectations, just communicating with the players in general. Even if it's on the same language, you know, there's always going to be differences. And just in general, I think that the vibe and the idea, the core idea of Argentinian football can only be explained by an Argentinian. So personally, I don't know if I would like to see a foreign manager for the national team. Also that, like, Pep isn't really tested in international football. Sorry, Bull. Yeah, Austria is a tough team, and they are proving it. Like, after Argentina missed the penalty, we had that chance with Messi, but now Austria have had most of the ball and the momentum, I would say. I don't know if you guys are watching the game, but it feels this is like the third corner for Austria, I think. Savitzer is going to take it, put it into the box, cleared away by Lautaro, of all people. Lautaro trying to fight, clears it away with a bicycle kick. The ball gets to Limer, and now back to Cuti Romero. Cuti loses the ball. He didn't realize that Enzo was on the floor. Oh, goodness. Alaba. Here's Savitzer facing the pole. Savitzer passes it to Banner. Loses to McAllister. The ball clears it away, but the ball had gone out of play, so it's going to be a throwing for Austria. Imagine if Bielsa came back. No. Thank you, but no thank you. Yeah, no, not really the same intensity from Argentina so far. There's the throwing Limer on the edge. Back to Savitzer. The ball didn't go out of play there, according to the referee, but it did now. It's a goal kick for Argentina. And Alexis is asking for a booking for Savitzer for trying to delay. The ref telling him that that's enough. Do you think Scaloni would suit Real Madrid? No, not at all. The only club that I see Scaloni coaching is Deportivo La Coruña, which is the club in Spain where he had most of his career. Yeah, McAllister is bold. Why don't Ecuador have any more strikers? I don't know. I wish I could explain that to you, because they've developed talents, world-class talents in just about every other position, and they haven't managed to create a striker. That is a good combination play. Messi. Ah. Loses possession just on the edge of the box. He got past Danso really well there. But Argentina on possession again, trying to play out from the back. Wasn't there that pass dude from Chelsea? What pass dude? If you're talking about Nico Pass, he's at Como. Thiago Almada for Messi. That's a good ball. Cleared away by Schlager. Messi again. Cleared by Aleva off the line. Oh my god. Messi again. That was an amazing first touch pass by Messi. Who was it making the run? Was it Almada? No, it was Enzo. Enzo inside the box. Great first touch pass from Messi. Schlager comes off his line to clear it. And when Messi fires the rebound, Alaba is on the line to save Austria. Oh, Kendry Páez. Yeah, no, he's bad now. Kendry Páez is bad now. He's only 19, so he still has time to revive his career. Here comes Argentina, though. Lautaro Martinez on the wing, coming inside the box. That is a bad pass. He tried to find Messi on the edge of the box. Got found out by Lamer, but now Thiago Almada recovering the ball. McAllister, the pole on the edge of the box once again. The pole tries to recycle the ball back. Would Argentina, Uruguay, would that match be in Miami if it was round 32? It would if Argentina topped the group and Uruguay comes second. Yes, that would be in Miami. How do you feel the rivalry, by the way? Well, I think the rivalry is definitely more intense on the Uruguay side. They definitely feel more... Well, they feel it more, I guess, because our rivals really are Brazil. And we are their rivals, you know? It's definitely still like a derby, but not really the same intensity as Argentina-Brazil, I think. Would Messi advocate for Mascherano after Scaloni goes? I sure hope not. Would you think CONMEBOL will perform worse in this World Cup than the last one? I mean, it's possible. With an extra knockout round, there's always possibility for teams to drop out in the round of 32. Kind of Pool and Everton? Yeah, exactly. That is a really good example. I don't think Spain would beat Uruguay 5-0. Like, Uruguay are not the kind of team that would concede 5. And I think that Uruguay also have a good chance of scoring against Spain, but I think that Spain are the heavy favorites. Me neither. I think that Cape Verde are in a great position considering their final game is against Saudi Arabia to finish second in the group. Who should Uruguay go for after Bielsa leaves? I have no idea. I guess Javier Aguirre is a possibility from Peñarol, but I think he's already had a stint with the national team, right? And it wasn't very good. Well, if all their efforts go into locking down Yamal, well, Nico Williams is going to cook them. Oyarzabal looked incredibly good against Saudi Arabia. 2 goals and an assist. Araujo is not even playing, I'm telling you. Araujo is not playing for Uruguay. So far it's been Oliveira, who made a horrible mistake against Cabo Verde, and Sebastián Cáceres as the center-back partnership for Uruguay. Bielsa ball and Uruguay ball are a mismatch. They really are. It looked good for like 6 months during that honeymoon period. Javier Aguirre from Mexico? No, I may have been confusing my Aguirres. All right, throwing for Austria as we cross 35 minutes of this first half. Still no goals on the board. Messi missed a penalty in the 8th minute. Throwing into the box, cleared away by Romero. Leimer to Savitzer, back to Leimer, dispossessed by the pole. And here comes Argentina again. Enzo Fernandez with the long pass for Lautaro, and Lautaro making a run now, facing Alaba. He's all alone though. Lautaro waits for Enzo Fernandez. Enzo inside the box. Enzo Fernandez with the pass to nobody. That was good movement from Lautaro. I really like that. Argentina recovered the ball now. Medina. Thiago Almada now on the wing. Enzo is very active as well in this first half. This is what I've been saying. Like, having McAllister in that pivot position allows Enzo to step into the box a lot more and be a threat. The ball now, is he going to put in a cross, a through ball, waits patiently, finds a pass, doesn't find Thiago Almada inside the box. If Poch does something with the USA team, would you want him for Argentina? I wouldn't. There's a possibility we go for him, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised if Poch ends up being the Argentina national coach at some point. Locking down Yamal reminds me of Uruguay 0, France 2, when they're locking down Mbappe's strategy was the only thing that worked. Yeah. Do you see Brazil under Ancelotti? Oh my god, are we back? Are we back? No fucking way! No fucking way, man! No shot! No shot! Of course my computer decides to shit itself as soon as Messi does that. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Everybody went crazy on the streets. I heard it. I heard like honking, people screaming. Oh my god. No way my computer died just as Messi did that. It was like the goal against Real Madrid at the Bernabeu where he shows the shirt. The 3-2. Oh my god. No way, man. I missed the clip. My computer is surely a Ronaldo fan. Show the missed penalty, but didn't show Messi becoming the top goal scorer in World Cup history. Now unrivaled in that statistic. Number 17. What are the pubs like over there? Where there's not a lot of pubs, like in the literal sense, like in England. But there is like a lot of bars and what we call bodegon, which used to be like wine stores, but like start serving like other types of food for cheap. Okay, yeah, that from Posh on Almada, it's a yellow card. It's not a red like some Argentina players were suggesting. Oh, my days. My stream literally crashed because of the goal. Like, no, my computer shut itself. Messi killed my stream. Oh my god. Hello, Tari. Welcome back to the stream. Thank you so much for joining. I cannot believe my computer today. Like, before starting the stream was a pain. And then it fucking shut itself as Messi scored that. The time is also wrong because it stopped for as long as the stream stopped as well. 41:25, let's say. Like, oh my god, man. I cannot believe that. I actually cannot believe that. That is insane. Well, Yamal is a long way to go. He did get his first, though, and he has many World Cups to tie it. Messi didn't need to be the greatest goal scorer at the World Cup to be the greatest of all time. But he is anyway. Setting the table for the chef. Yeah, my PC needs to be inducted into the Brick Academy. Class A. No discussions. Mbappe could very well stat pad against Iraq today. I have them winning 4-0. And if not at this World Cup, Mbappe surely breaks the records next World Cup. Oh, that's a rough tackle from Danso on Messi. That should have been a yellow. I don't think it was. It's enough, no Real Madrid fans, please. Yeah, Mbappe surely is in that conversation for top scorer at the World Cup. Like, he's at 14, right? So he's only 3 short of Messi. And he is 27 compared to Messi's 38. So Mbappe could have like 2 or 3 extra World Cups on him. Yeah, very likely that he breaks it. If not at this World Cup, at the next World Cup. More Sunderland players at the World Cup than Real Madrid players. That should tell you much about how the Premier League has inflated so many players. Yeah, I'm very close to Messi's birthday as well. Very close to turning 39. Absolute unk. If Mbappe scores more goals than Messi today, you're gonna hear him say he's Messi's daddy. We both know that, Brandon. Listen, if he shows up against Iraq, you cannot hate on that. No, that's not a foul. And it's gonna be a yellow too for Enzo? Was it a yellow for Enzo? No way, it was a yellow for Enzo. We didn't see like the ref's hand. It seemed like Enzo got the ball. Alright, how much stoppage time are we getting? 7 minutes! I mean, there was a lot of delay with the VAR check for the penalty. Back-to-back hat-tricks. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Romero versus Danso, battle of Tottenham centre backs. Banner with the crossing for Gregorix gets cleared away by the Argentine defense. Lautaro is not able to control that. Austria really like to press high, recover the ball in the final third, but Argentina seems to be well organized for that. The 4-4-2 making wonders. Why are you crying, Albert? Savitzer going up against Molina, and here's Limer now. Xavier, the cross, cleared away by Romero once again. Dude, Romero this World Cup, just like the previous one so far. Foul by Lautaro on Limer. Rochi, that's gonna be incredibly hard. Like, breaking 13 goals in a single tournament by Just Fontaine is gonna be insane. I don't think that record is ever getting broken. Who can even score 13 goals in a single World Cup? That is not real. Free kick for Austria. Savitzer plays it short for Banner. Savitzer again. Limer. Cross into the box. Cleared by Lisandro. And here's Enzo Fernandez again. Stops. And pivots back. Very good first half from Enzo Fernandez as well. Very satisfied with the team. Even though we allowed Austria to have possession, just like we did against Algeria, we haven't conceded a single chance yet. Gregorix makes the ball bounce on Molina, and that's going to be a throw-in for Austria. There's more games, so maybe it's possible, maybe, but like... I mean, if Messi scores a hat-trick today, we start having that conversation. Yeah, not even Peak Messi was able to do that. Peak nobody was able to do that. Peak Pelé, Peak Maradona, Peak Ronaldo, both Ronaldos. Like, Ronaldo Nazario scored 8 in 2002, which is already insane because it's already more than a goal a game. And he still was 5 goals away from Just Fontaine. It was a different kind of football back then. Back then, every match ended like 5-3, 5-4, 6-3, and so like it was goals galore. Not saying it's not impressive, it's still hella impressive. There's a reason why it's still the record by far. But it was a different kind of football. Yeah, Just Fontaine did it in like 5 games or something, yeah. And a name of somebody who would be an absolute nobody is a legend because he scored 13 goals in a single World Cup. That's how important the World Cup is. '98 or 9, yeah. Too bad what happened right before the final. Okay, Argentina in position. And Austria not pressing so high right now. Argentina happy to slow the game down as we come to the end of this first half. Just passing the ball among the center backs and the midfielders. As Austria refused to press. Argentina looking for a gap. Lisandro signaling his teammates where to go. 7-game tournament apparently, according to some, yeah. Which Martinez? All 3 Martinez need to step up. Okay, Mats, we're not gonna compare one of France's main center backs with prime R9. Lautaro Martinez specifically. Okay, I feel you on that. I feel like this has been a good game for Lautaro so far. He was the one to draw the penalty. He had a good movement on the ball and off the ball. I know that people judge strikers by their goal tally, and that hasn't really been Lautaro's fortitude at World Cups. But he's been doing well. And I think that because Julian Alvarez is still in not 100% condition, Scaloni is more than happy to trust Lautaro to play these kind of games. I don't know if I would go as far as to call him great. I think Lautaro has been having a good game. I wouldn't go as far as calling it great. Messi's been having a great game despite the penalty miss. Enzo's been having a great game. Cuti's been having a great game. De Paul has made some contributions. Yeah, Giroud did great despite scoring 0 for France in 2018. I think he didn't have a shot on target, if I'm not mistaken. That is a bit more insane, but played a different role. Molina poor? Has he been poor? Has anybody on Argentina been poor this first half? Both Medina and Molina have looked very quiet, but because their job seems to be more defensive oriented with this 4-4-2 formation, because we basically have 2 wingers. Brandon, 10 the item has been slandering Miggy for decades. It's not a bad look on 10 the item. If anything, it's a good look on him because he's the one who's told us that Almiron is from mid to garbage. As the ref blows his whistle for the end of the first half. All right. Weird first half. Weird first half to analyze. Obviously, I'm happy with the result so far. Would have been nice if Messi scored that penalty to, you know, give us a bit more leeway. But once again, 1-0 up at halftime. Once again, dominant performance where it seems like the other team didn't get anything they wanted, despite having spells where they had the ball. I want to go on FootMob. I'm not sponsored by FootMob, it's just the tool that I like to use the most. I want to go on FootMob and check like the momentum graph, which is like one of my favorite graphs, because it kind of tells you like the story of the match. You don't have to look at other stats, and obviously nothing is going to compare to watching the real game live. But the momentum chart plus XG kind of tells you the story of a game, in my opinion. Not necessarily who deserved to win, but it does tell you a good story. Yeah, I mean, this is the momentum looks like a freaking roller coaster. Let me show you guys. It's right here. That is nothing, because I don't know why OBS always does this, where it kind of like takes away. So as you can see up here, the momentum chart of the first half, all over the place. We saw the first, oh my god, why did it go up? Okay, we can see like during the first, I'm not doing it right. Let me look at my OBS because I always tweak out with the camera. We can see like here, during the first like 5 minutes or so is where Argentina has most of the possession. And you can see that kind of drop off a cliff once Messi missed that penalty. A lot of momentum going back to Austria. I believe this peak from Argentina right here is Messi's chance where he makes that, where he gets past the defender and tries to finish with his right, and Slager saves it, because that is like a big momentum swing. Up until that point, Austria was having more of the ball, more in the final third, having corners, free kicks, and suddenly that chance came, which was a great chance, and Messi wasn't able to put it away, and that is a big momentum swing for Argentina. Then around, this is another thing, hydration breaks. Look at the 22nd minute. The 22nd minute is like dead even, because that is the hydration break. Look at the momentum before and after the hydration break. That is insane. Before the hydration break, Argentina was dominating. As soon as the 22nd minute mark hits, we go into the hydration break. When we come back, Austria are dominating, and they do for a decent period of time until Messi has that chance where he makes the great pass to Enzo Fernandez. Enzo is not able to catch it. Messi catches the rebound, and Alaba clears it off the line. Then we have the goal. Big momentum swing for Argentina. Great goal too. And then the game had kind of died after that. No one really pushed for anything. I love the momentum chart. It kind of tells you that story, but this is like the biggest story for me. The hydration break and how it breaks apart the game into 2 quarters, 4 quarters actually. But the first half is 2 quarters. That break right there changes the game completely. It's not a good or a bad thing, because obviously this is not good for Argentina, because we were dominating, and as soon as the hydration break hits, another game starts and Austria are dominating. But it could easily be the other way around. If it was the other way around, obviously the hydration break would be beneficial to Argentina. But it feels like the hydration break tends to play against the team that is currently dominating. It's not a good or a bad thing. It's just a thing that exists, and it's a very drastic change to how the game is played. That for sure. I wish Fulma was cutting the check. Argentina would advance the top round 32 with the win today. Yes, it's not going to be 100% guaranteed until the Jordan-Algeria match. If Jordan beat Algeria, there's still the chance that Jordan beat Argentina, and then We are tied on 6 points, and Jordan are ahead of us on head-to-head. If Jordan failed to beat Algeria today and we beat Austria, Argentina are guaranteed top of the group, even before the final match day, which will guarantee us playing the round of 32 in Miami, and we would play the second place team of Group H, which is likely to be either Uruguay or Cabo Verde. I would say at this moment, more likely Cabo Verde. Lots of room for improvement. I mean, Argentina doesn't seem to be playing with the same intensity that we knew at the end of the last World Cup. If you remember, like, Argentina in the group stage, it was very mid. The game against Poland was great. We dominated that, but, you know, it was a Poland side that was very lethargic. So I wouldn't call that, like, impressive or anything. And every game from Argentina was better than the last at that World Cup in terms of the performance. So definitely not hitting as that Argentina final pick, but it feels like it could be another opportunity where Argentina grow into the tournament. David, nobody is pushing the CR7 Messi conversation anymore. That debate died. Like, let people enjoy their favorite players. We know who the best is. Like, just allow people to enjoy their favorites. There's nothing wrong if Ronaldo is your favorite player. Yeah, the advertising breaks. The advertisement, not the hydration breaks. That if, well, first, Argentina has to reach the quarters, and second, Portugal has to top their group and also get to the quarters. Argentina, Spain in the final, I would love that, since it's the finalissima that we were denied. The senior citizens. I've been talking for a long time. I'm gonna get a beer because, like, I've been going way too long without them. I was supposed to get it before the game started, but because I was battling my OBS, I was not able to get it. All right, I'm gonna tempt fate here, and if we don't win this game, you can pin the blame on me. I'm grabbing a Warsteiner, which is actually a German beer, but, you know, close enough, right? Wait, what? They were covering Peru club matches instead? What are you talking about? How? I mean, they were just covering the league instead of the Uruguay game, or what? What were they smoking? How does that even happen? I need more context. Peru never ceases to amaze me. Niranjan, thank you so much for joining. Austria were pressing well, but they didn't really get much of anything going on. I don't know if Argentina need a wake-up call. Argentina has been doing well. It hasn't been as intense like I was alluding to before. I feel like Argentina are gonna slowly grow into the tournament. The fact that we are this good already is a warning sign to the other teams. like in our first game, Algeria didn't have a single shot on target. So far, Austria hasn't had a shot on target either. So, like, if we don't allow our opponents to create chances, I mean, that's a recipe for winning games. Argentina is not necessarily thrashing anybody, but we're not really allowing anything either. I want free qualification for Peru too. I mean, Peru can try to host the World Cup. Maybe that would help. Albert, if Peru don't make the next World Cup, considering Uruguay, Argentina, and Paraguay are already qualified. I mean, Spain was never gonna fail to qualify anyway. So many hosts for the next World Cup. Yeah, it's kind of unnecessarily crazy. I can't believe that CONMEBOL were celebrating that we got 3 games at the World Cup instead of hosting the whole thing. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, 1 or 2 hosts, like, makes things easier for everybody, really. For the fans, for the organizers, for the teams. Having this many hosts. Morocco would have been fine. I mean, Morocco tried to host the World Cup many, many times. I think it would have been hard for them to host a 48 team tournament, but they are more than capable of hosting a 32 team World Cup. They proposed that bid many, many times. Mr. Krabs, I saw that. Reports of the 2028 Copa America in the United States. Like, that's a fucking disgrace. Like, what? That'd be the three Copa Americas out of the last 5 played in the United States. How does that make sense? It's a CONMEBOL tournament. Like, number one, at that point, just merge CONCACAF and CONMEBOL together. Have them be the same confederation. Second, what's the point? Like, what's the point of having a South American championship if it's always gonna be played on the States? Just because you care about money. And then the countries within your federation never get to host the competition. That's because, like, technically, it has been Ecuador's turn to host the World Cup, not the World Cup, the Copa America for a long time, and Ecuador cannot host a Copa America in their current political situation. So that made things very awkward. If not, I'm thinking that Argentina needs to be the next one to host the Copa America. Either Argentina or Colombia, if it's not for Ecuador. Argentina winning 3 Copa Americas in a row? I hope so, but I hope more that there's a World Cup again in between. World Cup in the UK would be cool. But you know, FIFA has to clear agendas with Trump and has to clear agendas with the King of Saudi Arabia. And we have no idea whose agenda we're covering next. Well, Chile hosted in 2015 because it's going like in order. I think the last Copa America that Ecuador hosted was 1993, and so it's like Ecuador's turn. Argentina hasn't hosted since 2011. Colombia hasn't hosted since 2001. Yeah, the finals incident was crazy. Speaking of, the second half is about to begin, and I haven't even set up the clock. 45. Just in time. Okay. We're underway for the second half of Argentina Austria, and I'm here to say that right this time around. Netherlands have never hosted a World Cup. Well, they're a bit of a tiny nation. I know Qatar is a tiny nation, but they're a tiny nation with copious amount of money. Netherlands wouldn't be so stupid as to make so many stadiums that then would be white elephants. Netherlands have more important things to spend their money on. Oh, that's a good ball. Oh, cleared away. What a great recovery from Molina at the last second. That was a clear chance for Austria after recovering the ball in the final third. And here they come again. Vanner. Marked by Almada. Vanner wins that. He gets the ball back. Savitzer with the shot. Bad shot from Savitzer, cleared away. Finally in the high Argentina, Bolivia. No, Copa America in Bolivia. No. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We tried that, and the few times that we tried, it didn't go well. Nordic World Cup. And where's Denmark? You have to include Denmark in that. "2027 World Cup, you mean the Women's World Cup, right? Copa America in Mars. Yeah, and I mean, Mats, that has been a net loss for Qatar. But they just wanted to sport watch their country. That was the whole thing. Make it seem like Qatar is a nice place. They were a nice place for about a month to allow people to come in. Yeah, there have been some really rough tackles. I agree, Vladislav. There have been barely any yellow cards so far. I mean, Savitzer stepped on Kuti. Then the foul on Messi wasn't as harsh, so that shouldn't have been a yellow, but come on, man. Oh, Kuti, please no. Kuti's grabbing his knee. That's not where they stepped on him. Kuti just came back from a knee injury. Hope it's nothing. And if it's better, you know, Scaloni, just sub in Otamendi for Romero if you need to. Or Senesi, but I guess Otamendi would be the first choice. Alright, Argentina building from the back. Here's McAllister. I mean, I think that's the funnest part when a new country that hasn't hosted before hosts the World Cup, but I don't think that's very realistic with a 48-team World Cup. Like, it's gonna go to a big nation no matter what. Yeah, we need to win this game to be able to rest players against Jordan. World Cup in China is super likely. Like I am 100% sure that's gonna happen at some point. Could be like 2046, I guess. Medina with the cross, cleared away by Alaba. Thiago Almada now. Messi. Throwing for Austria, says the ref. That's crazy. See, McAllister, when gets proper coaching, actually plays well. Who would have guessed? I still cannot believe that Arne Slot crashed a Ferrari like that. What a bold fraud. Oh, I think that Messi's offside. Oh, yeah, Messi was offside. He had the ball tapped away by the number 4 anyway, Xavier. Oh, Messi was like 2 miles offside. Like, why even flag delay that? That was so offside. Albert rage baiting once again. No, Mr. Krabs, they don't need to go to South Africa again. They need to give the opportunity to other African nations. What is the cameraman showing? What the fuck was that? This ball is also different though. But I think that unlike the Habulani, which kinda ruined a lot of attacking play, this ball has created a lot of goals. The Trionda kinda feels like, I don't know if it's difficult for the goalkeepers, but it also feels a bit unpredictable. Diego Forlan mastered the Habulani, yeah. I don't think Messi scored 0 goals because of the Habulani. I think Messi got incredibly unlucky. If you watch the highlights, Messi played a fantastic World Cup in 2010. It's just that his goal scoring opportunities hit the post or were saved by the keeper. Messi was so unlucky that World Cup. Another foul on Messi. Messi drawing in many fouls this time around. All right, free kick for Argentina. It's about 35 meters off the goal, so definitely not going on target, is my guess. Just in case Schlager wants 3 people on the wall. Let's see what we do now. 52nd minute. Messi steps up, lofts it into the box, cleared away. Lisandro tries to keep it in play. Thiago Almada is going to fight for it. And that's going to be a throw-in for Argentina. Yeah, Dino coming out of the retirement to play in Series C is crazy. I mean, it's crazy to leave, but Ronaldinho is only 5 years older than Ronaldo. So, like, if Ronaldo is still playing, Dino playing is not that crazy. But, you know, Dino has been out of it for a while, man. I'm like, I think it's just for the vibes, you know? Yeah, it's sad for Italy. Sad for young Italians. Dino 27 player career mode. You boot up the career. Next year, Insta retires. Dino career mode. Oh, that's a foul by Lisandro, I think. Leimer was very pissed about that. It was Kuti actually. Is that a foul? I guess it's a foul. Okay, Nico Tamendi is coming on. Yeah, I think that Kuti is getting subbed out. They're not risking that knee. All right. Free kick on the edge of the box, kind of close to the corner of the box for Austria. Savitzer stepping up. Banner is also there, but surely this is Savitzer. Savitzer straight for goal, saved by Martinez. Medina clears it away. Great save by Dibu. Good free kick from Savitzer, but even better save from Dibu. And that is the first shot on target that Argentina has conceded this whole tournament. Ooh, that throwing into the box could have been dangerous. Now Lisandro clears it away. That was slandering Savitzer when he was at United. That is insane, Brandon. That is crazy. Pretty sure it is, Albert. It was already healed against Algeria, but it wasn't like 100%. I'm pretty sure that it's completely fine by now. Okay, Austria pushing forward again. Savitzer. They find Gregorix. Gregorix trying to pivot, but Kuti wins the header. We win the ball back, and that's a foul on Lautaro. Dude, the number 4 needs to be booked, I swear. That's like the 3rd or 4th foul he's committed. Imagine if we get Netherlands versus Argentina again, that would be absolute cinema. I don't know what it would be, what the path requires for that. All right, Romero subbed out, Otamendi's in. Think it makes sense. Why are they showing Shakira, man? Like, I guess the ball isn't in play, but come on, man. All right, Romero is off. They're not risking that knee. Otamendi's in to fill in that defense. Worrying, but I mean, he was touching his knee after that initial foul from Savitzer like a few minutes ago. After that, like, he was running fine. He was making challenges. He won headers. He didn't seem to be in pain. Maybe he was just pushing through it. I hope it's nothing. But mainly not wanting to risk him after, he's coming back from that knee injury. And yeah, just not wanting to risk anything after he started feeling some discomfort. I mean, it's a workout song, innit? All right, Argentina building from the back with Otamendi. Thiago Almada now playing basically on the center to receive the ball. Molina pushing forward. Molina doesn't find Messi. Austria recovers the ball. Argentina doesn't manage to press right away. Austria tried to play out from back. Medina recovers the ball without a foul. Good job from Medina so far, honestly. Like, I was very doubtful of Medina playing as the left back, but against Algeria, he did a fantastic job, and right now, he's playing another good game. Show Speed some love, man. I think they put the Speed song in the album just for cloud, but they're never actually playing it anywhere like officially. Could you imagine if Speed showed up at the finals opening ceremony or at the halftime show? How we're not talking Rochi, we're not talking about Boca during the World Cup, okay? We're putting Boca on pause during the World Cup. That's what I've been telling people, like Tari, exactly that. People wrote this Argentina side just because the players didn't perform at club level. So many people said, oh, but what is Enzo doing? McAllister on poor form, Messi playing in MLS, Romero in poor form. Like, these people play different when putting that national team jersey because they play different under a good system when they're playing together. They already understand each other, they have that synergy. We are much better than the sum of our parts. Well, it's kind of the opposite for other national teams who have all the big names and are not able to make amazing things happen, based on the quality they should have. Tines, you know that Shakira in the halftime show is performing Waka Waka, La La La. Well, she's starting with Hips Don't Lie. She's gonna go Hips Don't Lie into Waka Waka, into La La La, into Die Die, and make it like a medley of songs, like maybe like a minute from every song. They're gonna play into the nostalgia for sure. Oh, that is a good ball. Enzo on the edge. Oh, the ball bounces off Danzo and gets cleared away. But Enzo once again stepping into the box and creating danger. That shot was surely going in, but gets cleared by Danzo. I think they showed a picture of the Portugal camp and everything seemed to be alright. Or am I wrong? But yeah, the drama with João Neves was like absolutely stupid. And yeah, and Roberto Martinez is an absolute bum. Yeah, that shot from Enzo was powerful and done, so he's gonna need a breather after that. Okay, see, but this is stupid. Like, why is Danzo forced off the pitch? Because he needs medical attention. Afis Danzo was time wasting while his team is 1-0 down. I understand if your team is winning or is a draw, but referees need to use common sense when applying that rule. If your team is losing, you're not time wasting. Alvarez time, yeah, and Nico Gonzalez too. I agree, Titanes, but most Ronaldo fans, I think, are our age. Like the people who saw Ronaldo at his prime and grew up watching him. I think that most Ronaldo fans are our age, and the most deranged ones are probably kids, for both sides of the argument. We're not touching into the beast of Calchin. Like after I've been saying in what I've been saying in social media, like we're not going into beast of Calchin territory. Alexis McAllister, Messi, Almada, Messi, Molina, the Paul with the cross. Oh, someone else took him. That was Gregorix taking another ball to the gut. Albert is pushing 30. Damn. You're reaching Unk status too? All right, Thiago Almada off. In comes Nico Gonzalez. Lautaro off, and in comes Julian Alvarez. So, like the same substitutions that happened during the game against Algeria. Julian gonna get some minutes. Gonzalez is gonna get some minutes. Gonzalez, good cameo with an assist against Algeria. Alvarez didn't look so lively, which is why I think also Lautaro was allowed to start this game. Lautaro had a good game. Very quiet second half. Basically nothing in the second half. But also Argentina haven't been really pushing forward. But here we go. Enzo inside the box once again. Back towards Messi. Messi pushing inside. Messi with the shot. Ooh, just tapped away by Schlager. And that's gonna be a corner. Why did my transmission just die? What? It's a corner. It's 100% a corner. The keeper got a touch on it. It was so clear. The ball was going off anyway. But Schlager so clearly touched it. Dude, that's so clearly a corner. That was the clearest corner I've ever seen. What are we doing? Oh, this ref is garbage. He was blind for the penalty. He is blind right now. He isn't giving away any yellow cards. What are we doing? That's insane. He gave a goal kick after that? Like, I saw it from here. I'm 12,000 miles away. In a small TV. It's not exactly a small TV, but you know what I mean. I'm seeing it on a screen. He's right there, and I see that it hits his hand. And him, from the best position possible, doesn't see that it hit his hand? What are we doing? We're approaching the hydration break. Austria trying to play out from the back. Argentina, just like against Algeria, not really pressing when the center backs are playing, but once the ball hits the midfield, that's where Argentina lock in. However, Austria are a much better team at playing with the ball than Algeria were. Algeria seemed to lose possession under the slightest bit of pressure, but Austria played through it. They almost lose it right there, but they keep it in play. Here's Savitzer going up against McAllister. Savitzer wins that duel, puts in a cross for Gregorix over the crossbar. That was good defending from Medina. Not allowing Gregorix a clean header. Goes over the crossbar. As we're gonna see a few substitutions in Austria. I think that's Alaba being subbed out. I mean, the goal disallowed. Taremi was only offside by his butt, right? Against Belgium, if I saw that correctly. Oh, here's your boy, Albert Arnautovic time. Vanner, Posch, and Alaba subbed out. 3 substitutions by Raf Ragnick. Arnautovic, Pras, and Friedel being subbed in. Yeah, I mean, Alaba got to play in a World Cup. Haaland is getting to play in a World Cup. We still need somebody to qualify Georgia to the World Cup so we can see Vicha. Kvaratskhelia is probably like the biggest miss out of top players at this World Cup. Yeah, Arnau, he's on. Inter fans. Where's Doodle? Doodle is the biggest Arnautovic lover. Cap. I would love to see Georgia at the next World Cup. I would love to see Kvaratskhelia mostly. Okay, hydration break. Yeah, France against Iraq. Next game. Scaloni talking with Aymar and Samuel, probably thinking about other substitutions. We still have 2 substitutions left and a single window to make them. Could we see some minutes for Nico Paz? I think it's more likely that Ezequiel Palacios makes an appearance to try and control the midfield a bit more. Maybe Paredes? They said that Paredes was already fit, so maybe Paredes is another option. Szoboszlai and Donnarumma came close, yeah. Mamardashvili, good goalkeeper, but I think everybody would watch Georgia for Kvaratskhelia, for sure. Yeah, Fermin is a big loss for Spain. You could see that in the game against Cape Verde. Like, I think that somebody like Fermin Lopez could have made a huge difference in that number 10 role. Georgia playing in Atlanta. Georgia playing in Georgia. Doesn't Georgia the state have a bigger population than Georgia the country? I think that is a real stat, right? Nico Paz expected to stay at Como. I wouldn't hate that, honestly. When does Garnacho make the team? Never, hopefully. Oh, my TV is absolutely lagging. What is going on with the cam? Alright, we're getting a new view cam as the game resumes here in Dallas. Alright, it's back to normal. They've still produced a footballer better than any of the US ever produced. Yep. True that. Ah, Jesus. Yeah, I think Atlanta is the closest stadium to AD. Congo, Uzbekistan. That's a sleeper one because that's basically a group decider for both of them. Thank you. 3 Red Bulls in each hydration break. That's insane. All right, corner for Argentina. Lock in. Messi to deliver this cross into the box. Messi with the cross. Headed in. Ooh! Headed in by Nico Gonzalez just wide. Oh, what a clear chance. Great cross by Messi. Great run by Nico Gonzalez. Running over his... outspeeding his competition. Outspeeding his man. And his header to the far post goes just wide. Clear chance for Argentina, that one. Could have easily been 2-0. The game has been 60-40 Argentina when it comes to the possession. When it comes to the chances created, I think Argentina have created much better quality chances than Austria, even if we ignore the penalty. Alright, Argentina pressing a bit more, but not much. There's no use in using all of our legs now. I don't know why it translated Vara into fourth. I was wondering what was that. Nice defending from Nico Gonzalez. He keeps the ball in play. And that's a foul on Enzo. They haven't showed Gianni on TV, so my guess is that he's not here, surprisingly. Maybe he's at the France game or the Norway game. Is bald head in LA? Well, that would explain why he isn't in Dallas. Oof, Austria's press, man. That's still a foul. I mean, okay, and now the game's getting heated. I don't know what Limer was doing. And that is stupid for Medina to get a yellow card like that. Limer also gets a yellow. I mean, Medina doesn't have to fall for that. Like, Limer is clearly trying to provoke. Medina, by responding, is helping no one, really. Like, it's a foul from Limer. Then Limer gets all aggressive with Medina. Medina pushes him off, and it's a yellow for both. Like, that's stupid. I don't know, Titanes. Scaloni tactics doing their thing. But we're kind of only pressing when Austria cross into our half of the field. It's gonna be hard to do match ratings for this game because it feels like nobody in Argentina has dropped below a 7. But I don't know who's pushing further than an 8. It definitely feels like, again, we're putting on a shift and getting the job done. Very cleanly, dare I say so, but Austria still have a lot of spells on the ball. It's not like we're completely running over them. We're just controlling spaces when we're not on the ball and controlling the chances when we have it. Would Senesi be the perfect Araujo replacement? Maybe. But yeah, Spurs trying to recover from their disastrous season once again. Yes, and Austria have been playing better than Algeria, definitely. They have more ideas on what to do with the ball, and they escape the press better, and now they press better too. All right, Wimmer coming onto the pitch. Replacing Schmid. Panama Ghana is a big shout for worst game of the tournament so far. I think that is the correct answer. Either that or Czech Republic, South Africa was also a stinker. That is good from Limer. Keeps the ball in play, but that is caught by Emi Martinez. He does get hit in the head by Arnautovic. Belgium Iran was also pretty bad. Yeah, and Algeria Austria is the last game of the group after the disgrace of Gijon. They're running it back. Red Bull TV. Right, Lisandro, Julian, back to Otamendi. Let's see if Argentina can say something about that. Titanes. Nice from Messi with the turnaround. And now the pass for Nico Gonzalez on the left. Nico trying to square it down the middle. That's going to be caught by Schlager. I mean, but Mbappe needs to score his own hat trick to surpass Messi, right? Well, he needs a poker to surpass Messi, but a hat trick to level with Messi, I think. La caca. Oh, the Turkey USA game is gonna be so bad. I can already see it. Either that or really entertaining. That is good defending from Medina once again, arriving just in time. We are left pretty exposed right there, and I think that's gonna be the last thing we see of Medina this game. Recovering after Gregorix tried to go through on goal after getting past Lisandro. And yeah, Rodrigo de Paul subbed out for Leandro Paredes. So yeah, Leandro Paredes making his return after his injury. And yeah, Tagliafico is going to come on for Medina. Two players that arrived at the World Cup with an injury. Both Paredes and Tagliafico getting to play the final 10 minutes of this game. So good news for the Argentina national team once again. Recovering all of our men for what's to come. Messi was ahead by 1 after the Algeria game. No, what? No. Messi and Mbappe were tied. Messi had one more. Messi had one more than Mbappe going into this World Cup. Then Mbappe scored 2 and Messi scored 3. And now Messi scored a 4th. So Messi's up by 3. Ooh, long pass for Nico Gonzalez. Gonna fight against Leimer for that one. And the ref says play on, and it's a goal kick. Pulisic back for the US. Mbappe soon 14, yeah. Yeah, Scaloni never waits for the end of the game to make the subs. He always feels like there's something that the team can improve upon. And in this case, give playing time to both Tagliafico and Paredes after they recover from their injuries. The US will be exposed when they play a top team. That seems to be the concession by most people. What if they don't? What if the US beats somebody like Spain in the round of 16? What if they beat Argentina in the round of 16? What do we say then? All right, Chukwuemeka is going to be the last substitution for Austria after this ball goes out of play. We are approaching 84 minutes. You say that, Rochi. It's football. It's 90 minutes and it's 11 versus 11. Anything can happen. But yeah, I mean, the US, Paraguay, and Australia are good teams. They're not top tier opposition. I'd rather have Croatia than Turkey in this World Cup. Honestly, yeah. Mexico, England at the Azteca would be a banger game. All right, Chukwuemeka coming on for Gregorix. I think it's the last substitution for Austria. Pretty sure. Enzo Fernandez putting Molina on the run on the right. (2010) New Zealand probably tops this group. Considering how well New Zealand is fighting this New Zealand, I mean, 2010 New Zealand wasn't anything special either. Like, let's not lie to ourselves. They got 3 draws against Paraguay, Slovakia, and an Italy team that was heavily underperforming, which was still impressive. Who's your favorite, Cobra or Davo? I guess Davo. I don't really watch any of them. Oh, Nico Gonzalez. Oh, what a great touch. Oh, Nico. Oh, saved by Aleva. Not by Aleva. That was Danso. My gosh. That would have been a great way to silence the critics by Nico Gonzalez. But again, he's finishing in the final third. Is his demise. Whoa, Tagliafico winning a header against Arnautovic. When was the time you thought you were going to see that? And again. I mean, this time it's Lisandro. First it was Tagliafico and then Lisandro winning a header against Arnautovic. How is that even possible? Team pain. No pain, no gain. Austria once again with the cross cleared by Paredes. Nico Gonzalez, that would have been so nice if he scored that. Arnautovic is old. He's also like 6.2. 6 feet 2 or something like that. I don't know American. 193 meters, right? Isn't that Arnautovic? How is he losing aerial duels to Tagliafico and Lisandro Martinez? That doesn't make sense. Oh, this chance by Nico Gonzalez. Getting past Danso at first. But then Danso able to recover and block the shot. Enzo trying to shoot from distance, getting blocked too. Tagliafico never got a proper chance at any top club, but he's an amazing left back. Are we monsters in the air? I think I saw this. Like, we have some one of the shortest squads on average at the tournament. Arnautovic is 4 years younger than Ronaldo. No, yeah, team pain to Olympia is real. All right, Messi finds Enzo Fernandez in the middle. Enzo, he thought about putting a through ball for Julian, but opted against it. And now Austria recovered the ball. And they lost the ball, and they recovered the ball. Their pressing is kind of insane. Okay, what is Otamendi doing? Arara, thank you so much for joining. You're not happy with the performance? Listen, I think there's not a lot of difference between this performance and the performance against Algeria. Like, in one Messi scored 3, in this one Messi scored 1. But in both occasions, the team is just putting on a shift, not allowing any chances to the opponent, and creating quality chances ourselves whenever possible, but just keeping the game under control. It's not pretty, but it's damn effective. I mean, I guess what ARRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRR honestly. It's just that we are not interested in thrashing anybody. And I think that teams with better quality surely would be able to create chances against us, but I think we would be able to control games against tougher opposition too. Yeah, and Austria are a good team, and they are a good team at pressing and playing away from a press. They have good technical players, so they were always gonna contest the ball against us. Tagliafico pushing forward now. He has Nico Gonzalez to his left, and he finds it. Here's Nico once again. That's a foul on Nico Gonzalez, and it's a free kick on the edge of the box as the fourth ref shows 5 minutes of stoppage time being added. Gegenpress in the mud. We're being slow and more defensive. Compared to 2022, yeah, but one of our biggest concerns in 2022 was that even if we get goals and we get leads, we were throwing them away. I think that this is a more controlled style, a more mature style of football that is also proving more effective. 2022 Argentina probably concede to Algeria and concede to Austria as well, and we're not seeing that. Keeping 2 clean sheets looks a lot cleaner to me than what was going on in 2022. Where maybe we had a lead and conceded a late equalizer or whatever. Alright, Messi with the delivery to the far post. Lisandro was waiting on the wings, but the ball gets cleared away. Here's Chukwuemeka running against Otamendi. Chukwuemeka loses the ball, and Argentina building from the back once again as the final few minutes tick down. Yeah, 2022 was chaotic, while this feels like controlled demolition. Both games. Ooh, that is a rough tackle from Paredes on Chukwuemeka, and it's gonna be a yellow for Paredes. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, no need to be diving like that. Too violent from Paredes for no reason. Cross from Savitzer. Headed away by Otamendi. Otamendi, that's a handball. For Austria, okay. Yeah, Paredes likes to be a hothead, that for sure. I know that much from watching him at Boca. Another free kick for Austria. Savitzer is gonna take it. Savitzer with the delivery into the box. Danso heads it in. Ooh. And that was probably the best chance Austria had the whole game. A cross into the box, headed in by Danso. And the number 21, which I think he came on to the pitch, Wimmer, wins in the air against Otamendi, and his header goes just wide. Yeah, dangerous type of second header. But the fact that that is probably the best chance that Austria has created the entire game tells you how well Argentina have been defending. That pass from McAllister is a bit long, so Austria are gonna get possession once again. Savitzer on the ball. He's asking for a teammate. Savitzer looking a bit frustrated. Chukwuemeka, is he gonna get to the ball? He keeps it in play, passes it back to Savitzer. He cannot find a cross. Leimer, the cross gets deflected by Paredes, and here's Messi one-on-one, but Messi is all alone. Oh, if he crosses it there. Oh, it's all alone. Julian, Oh, saved! Paredes! Messi! No! No, what is going on? Messi! Blocked! Fuck! Messi again! Goal! 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 Carajo! Oh my god, what a Messi play! And of course, it's Messi to finish it. Once again, make that 5 goals this tournament alone. Vamos! Vamos! That's the way it had to end. That's the way it had to end. Dude, and it all started with Paredes blocking that cross and the ball somehow landed at the feet of Messi. Messi pushes forward and finds Alvarez all alone inside the box. Alvarez is not able to finish. The ball bounces on Schlager. And then the ball lands on Messi again. Messi dribbles past the keeper, tries to shoot. There's a rebound on a defender. There are like 4 Austrian players on the line trying to block that shot, and Messi still finds a way to slot it home. Here it is. Messi first for Alvarez. Alvarez shoots, saves by Schlager. The ball arrives to Paredes. Paredes passes it to Messi. The pass is a bit too strong, so Messi takes some time to control her, dribbles past Schlager. And then through the that's crazy. After the first shot from Messi gets blocked, the second shot goes through the legs of Seawold and right next to Danso and goes in. What a goal. What a Messi goal in every sense of that word. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Should have been a goal by Julian, but it's a Messi goal instead. 5 goals this tournament. 18 goals for Messi in 28 appearances. And we're approaching the end of this game once again. What a performance. Julian recovers the ball. There may be time for more now. Here's Messi again, escaping from a defender again. Oh, Messi trying again. And he wins a foul. And that's gonna be a free kick, dude. Dude. If he scores his free kick, I cannot. If he gets another hat-trick from this free kick. Dude, if he got that penalty, it would already be a hat-trick again. 100-year-old Messi fan. Grandma's on the stands too. Hold on. Last kick of the game. If Messi scores his free kick, Chad, oh my god. It's a party. Yeah, the pass from Paredes was a bit too strong, Vladislav. So, like, he took some time to control it, but oh my god. Yeah, if he didn't shank the penalty, it would be back-to-back hat-tricks, but he may still have time because there's a free kick. It's about 30 meters out. But here comes Messi! Oh, just wide! Just wide. The game is over, though. Argentina wins 2-0 over Austria. 2 goals by Messi once again. And all I can say, Messi. We take those. We 100% take those. Vamos! Vamos, carajo. 2 wins on the board. And as long as Jordan don't win today, we are top of the group. Vamos! What a way to start the World Cup. Time for me to... Yeah, qualified to a round of 32 already. And basically guaranteed to top the group as well. And what a performance. What a shift by the team once again. Another man of the match for Messi. Wow. Wow. Thank you, AD. Thank you, Patrick. Let's go, man. Will Argentina do it again? We'll have to wait and see. And it's still too early. There's still one more match, and then it's on to the knockouts. And in the knockouts, anything can happen. But if there's something that this Argentina team is showing us, is that they're here to compete, they're here to fight, and they're gonna make it super tough for anybody that wants that trophy. If they want that trophy, they're gonna have to take it off our hands, away from our dead corpse after they beat us down. Most likely we rest players against Jordan now, yeah. Most likely. I think it would make no sense to risk any starters against Jordan. The chemistry on this team, Tari, that is the main thing. The chemistry of these players, what they've shown so far. It's insane. Insane stuff. I would love to see you try, Rochi. I hope we meet in the final. I think Argentina's Spain is the dream final. I think Argentina Spain is the dream final, so I hope we meet Rochi. Yes, of course. Like two group stage games proves nothing. I mean, it proves that the team is here to compete and that the team is looking good. After that, in the knockouts, you have one bad game and you're out. So gotta take it game by game, step by step. Keep your head down, and we will reach far. I'm sure of it. Winning it, that's a different story because there are many good teams. If Argentina were to play England, France, Spain, those would be tough games. Portugal, even. Those would be very, very tough games. 50-50 to some people. There are many teams at this World Cup who are capable of beating us on their day. Austria included, Algeria included. On their day, they could have beaten us. All it takes is one bad game for Argentina. But the thing is that these players and this coaching staff have shown that they know how to do it. And so far, out of these two games, they seem to be able to do it again. Argentina USA would also be cinema in the knockouts. I kind of don't want the Argentina Portugal game, but if it has to happen, right now I feel confident going into that game, but it's still a tough game. I'm sure that nobody would be more motivated to win that game than Messi's teammates. See you next game, ARRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRR reaction to put it up to you guys in a few. Oh, Peckerman and Maxi Rodriguez are out there. They're hiding with Messi. Is that Jurgen? Oh, Jurgen and Thomas. Jurgen and Thomas also hugging with Messi. Look at all the people that are there at the stadium. That's insane. I think Jurgen and Thomas are there for German TV. Incredible scenes. Anyway, people, Argentina has won 2-0 over Austria. The match reaction is coming soon, so make sure to stay tuned for that. Thank you to everyone who tuned in despite the difficult, the technical difficulties. And yeah, we'll see you next time for the game against Austria or another watch along that I feel like doing before that game, because we are going to be wrapping up with most of the group stages. So I may do a watch along for another group stage game if I feel like it. But you stay tuned for that. Make sure to subscribe and leave your like on the way out. Thank you to Titanes, to AD, to Mr. Krabs, Vladislav, Niranja, Brochi, Mr. Krabs, Arara, Taddy Joe. I keep forgetting names. Albert, Patrick, yeah, of course, Mats. Thank you to everyone who joined the stream. It's been a pleasure. We'll be here for the game against Jordan for sure, if not sooner. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out.